So, hallihallöchen und willkommen zurück zu einer neuen Folge Let's Play Star Trek The Next Generation Final Unity. Ja, und jetzt müssen wir erstmal in dieser Folge mit... wo ist er? Berater Lydia sprechen. Ach, Idia. Nee, Lydia, warum ich immer Lydia sage? So, und dann mit unseren neuen Beweisen konfrontieren. Genau.
Look, I'm in the middle of some very delicate research. Can't you find someone else to bother?
Alter! Du redest jetzt mit mir.
Open a channel to consultant Idia.
Channels open.
Can you answer some questions for...
Look, I'm in the middle of some...
Hey!
Open a channel...
Channels to Tellermeve.
Okay. Aber der Typ, der legt ja andauernd auf. Was soll man jetzt tun? Sprechen wir mal mit Data, mal sehen, ob der einen Vorschlag hat.
I believe we now have sufficient evidence to explain the doctor's disappearance. We should present it to Constable Lixie.
Ah, Constable. Zum Constable müssen wir nicht ins Labor. Okay. Ich dachte, wir müssen ins Labor. Okay, dann gehen wir jetzt zum Constable. Und ab ins Büro. Ab ins Büro vom Constable. Ach, Mensch. So, und schnell hier hinlaufen. Und mit dem Constable reden.
There's reason to believe that Consultant Idia was smuggling rare species into the preserve through his friend Aramat.
Are you trying to pick up where Dr. Hunforsh left off? She accused nearly everyone else of the same thing.
Idia persuaded you to hire Aramat and knowingly verified mistagged rare species. Idia also uses neurotranquilizers, which he could have used to subdue Dr. Hunforsh without triggering the surveillance system.
Idia's been nothing but trouble since he got here. This time he's gone too far. I'll send for him so we can settle this once and for all.
Sehr gut.
Please wait here until Constable Lixie returns.
Okay, warten. Ja, wir warten. Ja, wir warten. Ah, da ist es schon wieder.
Constable, we asked Consultant Idia to go to your office. He went to get some items, then suddenly beamed out. He seems to be gone.
Na toll.
He must have called Aramat for help. The Ferengi has a subspace transporter. See if you can find Dr. Hunforsh.
There's a woman here asleep with a gag over her mouth. Maybe she knows.
That's her, you idiot. Wake her and send her here. And have a look around Idia's office while you're there. He might have left some evidence.
Okay. Dieser dreckige kleine Gnome ist uns jetzt also entkommen. Das ist nicht so toll. Ach ja, warten. Okay, wir müssen warten. Ah, da ist unsere Doktorin.
No. Unfortunately, he escaped with Aramat. This Federation team was sent to find you. Perhaps they can help.
I'm Counselor Troy of the Starship Enterprise. Don't worry, we'll make sure we find Idia and Aramat.
Okay.
Forget them. We have to recapture the Mistag Sultus. It's already killed dozens of animals and destroyed several containment field generators.
Okay.
This creature needs to be captured. Constable, have you restored power to the quarantine shelter generators?
The shelter force field will not help us. The creature escaped once, and it will escape again.
We could try to rephase the force field energy frequencies. It might be enough to stop the creature.
That might work. But the only place we can rephase the force field power is at the main power grid.
Mhm.
I'll go rephase the force field power.
Good. The power grid is on the other side of the preserve. Take one of the shuttles.
I hate to interrupt, but just how are we supposed to lure this creature back to the shelter?
What about the harmonic collector? It can emit high-energy EM fields. Let's use that as bait.
Yes, that should do it. V, I'll send one of the Watchers with you to the shelter to help set it up. If we can get the field power rephased, we might get that thing under control. I'll stay and monitor the situation from here.
Okay. Das heißt, wir müssen jetzt zum Shuttle-Hangar. Okay, auf zum Shuttle-Hangar. Und dann müssen wir jetzt den Energiegenerator also wieder online bringen, beziehungsweise den so ausrichten, dass er das Kraftfeld so macht, dass das Tier halt nie entkommen kann. Okay. Die Frequenz des Kraftfelds also so anpassen, ne? Na gut. So. Zur Shuttle gehen. Und wir fliegen in den Quarantänebereich. Beziehungsweise zum Hauptgenerator. Da ist der Hauptgenerator. So, Versorgungsleitung gehen. Zu Bildschirm gehen. Was ist das? Zu Netzwerk gehen. Commander Data.
It is time to rephase the force field power.
Okay, das macht aber Data.
That is unnecessary.
Ja, du sollst ja auch nicht sprechen mit dem Bildschirm, du sollst dorthin gehen.
Intriguing.
Faszinierend, okay.
Intriguing.
The energy fields are responding. Frequency phasing complete.
Constable, has the harmonic collector been arranged?
Yes, but Dr. Hunforsch needs your help at the quarantine shelter. The only Watchers I could find are needed to oversee the other biotopes.
We will be there.
Just one more thing. Zudan tells me those generators won't hold up for long, and we can't afford to send much power to the shelter right now. Many biotopes are already on reserve power only.
We will review the situation at the shelter when we arrive. Where will you be?
I'll be controlling electrical systems from my office. Then I have to call an emergency meeting of the Marassian Constabulary to explain just what's going on.
Okay, das bedeutet also, wir müssen, wie es aussieht, wieder verschwinden von hier.
The quarantine shelter is the ideal place to trap and hold the escaped creature.
Okay. Das heißt, wir müssen wieder zurück. Ja, aber wie? Na, wie kommen wir jetzt wieder zurück? Zu Netzwerk gehen? Nee. Wir wollen ja... Ah! Verlassen. Hier können wir verlassen. Sehr schön, sehr schön, sehr schön. Ich habe jetzt nur nichts gefunden, weil ich oben geguckt habe. Ich habe gedacht, wir müssen oben hier irgendwo raus, aber da unten...
Have you devised a means to trap the creature?
It's all set up, but I need you to operate those consoles while I keep an eye on the creature from here.
Okay.
What do you wish me to do?
The harmonic collector's hooked into console 2. Once
means
activated,
console-
it'll emit high energy pulses to lure the creature in.
Okay, Konsole 2. Das heißt, Sie müssen sie aktivieren. So, und reden.
What is the next step?
Once the creature gets here, close the gates. The controls are on console 1.
Okay, Konsole 1.
We did it. Now what took you so long to find me?
The investigation was actually quite short in duration. Apparently your absence was not keenly felt. Constable Lixie had attributed your absence to a field trip.
She was probably still upset that I accused her of smuggling. I suppose I should apologize to her, now that I know Idia was behind the whole thing.
How did Consultant Idia learn that you suspected him? Did you accuse him of smuggling as well?
I didn't confront him. I was just looking for information. But after I asked him about the Sultis, he must have panicked and decided to drug me. I should have suspected when he invited me to dinner. He hates to hear people talk while he eats.
It appears the Watchers knew nothing of Idia's scheme to smuggle rare animals into the preserve through Aramut.
They were the ones who brought the Mistag boar to my attention in the first place. They weren't smuggling anything.
Apparently, Consultant Idia underestimated this reptile's appetite for electrical energy.
That egotist, thinking he could get away with it. Some of these animals are even from Romulan space. Did he think I wouldn't notice?
Are you certain the animals are Romulan in origin?
It would take more tests to be certain, but they definitely came from Romulan space. It's not surprising. Aramut does a lot of trading along the neutral zone.
What will happen to this reptile?
I'm sure Constable Lixie will want to send it back, unless I can convince her to keep it here. A creature like that doesn't come by every day.
I believe the captain will want to pursue Idia and Aramut. Will this incident significantly delay completion of the preserve?
It'll be a little behind schedule, but I have a few suggestions to help them speed things up.
Then it is time we return to the Enterprise. Good luck, Doctor. Beam us up.
Sehr gut. Sehr gut. Jetzt verfolgen wir den Ferengi. Hoffentlich. Und schnappen uns den Typen in der...
Captain's log supplemental. Our successful attempt to locate Dr. Hunforsh has uncovered another mystery. Apparently, the creature responsible for the chaos on Marassia may have come from Romulan space. We are currently searching for the Ferengi trader Aramut. Despite somewhat questionable trading practices, he has never violated Federation law. Until now.
Captain, Tabak asks to speak with you.
Captain, I heard about what happened on Marassia. That creature you discovered, it sounds exactly like a Verenak, a Garidian creature. Except the Verenak was exterminated long ago.
How could a Ferengi trader get hold of an extinct animal?
I have a theory. The followers brought many animals with them when they fled Gerid. It may be that this creature came from the followers' colony.
So if we learn where he got the animal, we may learn where the fifth scroll is.
I think this is a promising lead to pursue.
Captain, we've found Aramut. Our Ferengi trader should be at Jaward 3.
Okay.
Set a course for the Jaward system.
Gut. Das läuft jetzt alles automatisch ab.
Engage.
Muss ich jetzt nicht selber machen. Okay, das dauert jetzt noch eine Weile. 36,8 Lichtjahre bei Warp 5,0. 34,5. 32,1. Schauen wir mal, ob wir irgendwas anderes machen können derweile auf der Enterprise. Holodeck brauchen wir nicht, Transporter brauchen wir nicht, Maschinenraum brauchen wir nicht, nö. Wir könnten aber ein bisschen beschleunigen. Und mit Warp 9. Warp 9 reicht aus.
Entering Federation Space.
Warp 5,5. 14,1 Lichtjahre. 12. 9,7. 7,3. Ja, das dauert jetzt ein bisschen. In der Zwischenzeit könnten wir ja eigentlich mal abspeichern. So, zack, gespeichert. Lalalala, warten.
According to Aramit's flight plans, he should have arrived at Joward 3.
Mr. Data, report.
There is no ship in this vicinity. However, sensors are picking up subspace induction vortices headed for the Nygold system.
Set a course for the Nygold system.
Was? Jagen wir den Typen jetzt oder wie läuft das jetzt? Hei. Das ist jetzt nicht so einfach. Aber jetzt fliegen wir wenigstens mit Warp 9,0. Das heißt, wir fliegen viel schneller und da geht das ein bisschen schneller. So, noch 8,1 Lichtjahre. 4,9. 1,7.
Captain, we are approaching Aramit's ship.
Ah, sehr gut. Schutzschilde aktivieren, Mr. Worf, schalten Sie die Phaser auf. Mr. Worf, bereiten Sie einen Traktorstrahl vor. Steuermann, bringen Sie uns in Richtweite. Nehmen Sie Kontakt auf, Mr. Worf. Scannen Sie das Schiff. Ich muss wissen, ob Lydia an Bord ist. Also, ich würde erstmal sagen, wir probieren es erstmal so.
Hail them, Mr. Worf.
They are not responding.
Mr. Worf, bereiten Sie den Traktorstrahl vor. Steuermann, bringen Sie uns...
Scan the ship.
Genau, erstmal scannen.
Idiot is on board.
His hull is lined with a neutronium alloy. Our sensors are unable to penetrate it. They are attempting to flee. At maximum speed, they will be out of range in 12 seconds.
Na gut. Lassen Sie ihn gehen, mal sehen, was er macht. Na, mal beobachten.
Let's see what he does.
Captain, the Ferengi has entered the neutral zone.
Mr. Worf, open a channel.
Aye, Captain.
This is Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the Enterprise. You are in violation of Federation law. If you do not surrender immediately, we will be forced to take action.
Well then, I surrender, Captain. All you have to do is come and get me.
Aramat, your friend Idia has been charged with kidnapping. If he is on your ship, I'll have to add harboring a fugitive to your list of crimes.
And what if I am guilty, human? Are you willing to risk war with the Romulans in order to apprehend me?
Perhaps the Romulans would be interested to learn that several of the species you transported came from their space. I think I'll send them a report. You do know what Romulans do to smugglers, don't you?
What lies are you spreading, human? I didn't take any Romulan species. They were from Frigis.
Well, if we're mistaken, I'm sure you can explain everything to the Romulans when they find you.
I am sure we can negotiate a deal, Captain Picard.
Jetzt auf einmal kriegt er Angst.
The only thing I'm willing to negotiate is your surrender, as well as Idia's.
You can take Idia, but I can tell you much in exchange for my freedom. Perhaps you'd be interested in some unusual movements of the Romulan fleet.
Mr. Data, transmit the coordinates of the brig so that Aramat can beam Idia to his new quarters. All right, Aramat, you've got a deal.
Done then. It is a fair exchange. You may have Idia and my shipping records immediately. Now,
for the information you have purchased. I hear reports from the other side of the neutral zone, not that I have ever been there, of course, about a massive refit of the Romulan fleet.
What kind of refit?
They've upgraded the warp coils and added secondary power cores to many warbirds. The weapons systems suffer, of course. It may even impair cloaking ability. But they could easily outlast any Federation vessel at maximum warp.
It sounds as if the Romulans are in a race, one they want to win very badly.
Okay.
Who can say what the Empire does or does not want? But a merchant always watches the spending habits of potential customers. For example, there has been a sharp rise in the price of ancient Takan and Chodak relics in sectors near the neutral zone.
Interesting information, if it's true.
I would never cheat you, Captain. Now, this has been very entertaining, but I do have other customers.
The Ferengi is moving away. Warp 5.
Let him go. We have what we came for.
Okay.
Captain, the report on Aramut's shipment is in the computer. Apparently the animals which Dr. Hune Forge thought were from Romulan space actually came from Shoniosho Epsilon 6, uncharted territory.
I'll be sure to look at that report soon, Number 1.
There's more, Captain. We can check on those animals in the Federation morphology database. These creatures are definitely related to species from Garrett. Shanoishu Epsilon 6, or Phrygus, as Aramut calls it, might just be our lost Garidian colony.
Be sure to alert our guests. Lay in a course for Shanoisho Epsilon 6, Warp 5.
Aye, sir.
Ja, jetzt nimmt das Spiel ganz schön Fahrt auf, wie es aussieht. Das nimmt jetzt richtig Fahrt auf, das Spiel. Nicht schlecht. Wirklich nicht schlecht. Jetzt wird's interessant. 49,3 Lichtjahre. Oh, das dauert jetzt eine Weile. Hui, 47 Lichtjahre. Na gut. Aber wie gesagt, wenn der diese Bildschirme hier, diese Reisebildschirme sozusagen, zu langweilig sind, der kann dann gerne mal ein bisschen vorspulen, bis wir dann halt auf dem Planeten oder in dem System ankommen. Weil diese Bildschirme kommen jetzt, wie es aussieht, ein bisschen öfter.
Warning. Entering Nebula.
So, sprechen wir mal mit Counselor Troy.
Counselor, do you have any thoughts?
I'm sorry, Captain.
Ja, natürlich hast du im Moment nix.
Any suggestions, Number?
I'm sorry, Captain.
So, reden wir mit unseren Gästen.
Captain, we must discover where Aramut obtained the Veranak. When we find the Veranak, we find the followers. And the fifth...
Ja. Okay, schauen wir mal. Holodeck brauchen wir nie, Transporter brauchen wir nie. Holodeck waren ja bloß unsere ganzen Filme, die wir so in Zwischensequenzen hatten. Genau. Nur unsere ganzen Zwischensequenzen, die wir uns nochmal angucken können. Ach, noch 19,2 Lichtjahre. Das ist ja nur noch ein Katzensprung. Eieiei. 13,7.
Entering Federation Space.
Ich dachte, wir sind die ganze Zeit im Föderationsraum. 6,4 Lichtjahre. 4 Lichtjahre noch. 1,7 Lichtjahre noch. Okay.
Helm, standard orbit.
Captain's log supplemental. The Enterprise has arrived at the Shanoisho Epsilon system, where according to Aramut's data, we expected to find the world where the followers settled. However, our sensors show no Class M planets in the system at all.
Okay. So, dann würde ich sagen, wir nutzen mal die kleine Pause, um abzuspeichern und auch um die Folge zu beenden. Und in der nächsten Folge beamen wir wahrscheinlich sogar runter mal auf den Planeten. Und ich würde sagen, tschüss, bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss.